What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and in this video we are going to another service appointment. I'm in the Model X studios because that is why we are going to the service center, to take care of another problem with the Model X. Um, this time it is the clicking noise, um, probably related to the suspension, which was a problem before that I have shared with you all. It's now back. Now, pulling out of the garage this morning, and in reverse, slow speeds, and turning the wheel, there was some sounds, different sounds, louder. So I'm not sure if it's something that, because the last time we drove the X is, I think, last weekend, and it was raining. So we've been getting a lot of rain here in California, and we haven't used the car since. So could it be like just water buildup around the suspension area, the tires, or whatever? When I turned the wheel, it just clugged. But I haven't heard it since. So I've been driving for a few miles now, different speeds, and no sounds. I've made a few turns, no sounds. So I don't know if it's isolated with just in reverse. I'm not sure because I haven't hit the reverse yet. But we're headed to the service center. So we are here at Tesla. I checked in, dropped off the car, and I explained to them that weird clunk, large clunk sound, and it didn't happen again. I tried it at McDonald's where I got breakfast, and I had a technician drive around with me. We tried backing up a few times, and it didn't happen again. Now, one thing, I don't know if I've shared it with the Model S videos, but when you have the steering wheel turned all the way, there's some kind of like a slippage or traction. At least that's what it felt like. And while we were driving with the technician, I explained to him, I shared with him that that also happened to my X fairly recently, but not as aggressive as the Model S loaner that they gave me. So apparently it is normal. I don't know if you guys are experiencing that with your X or S, but it is caused due to the wide wheels. So I've never had vehicles with wide wheels before. So this is the first car that well, no, actually my Model Y has pretty wide wheels, but the X might have been wider. I'll check the size and put it up on the screen. But apparently that's a characteristics of having wider wheels. So, okay. But at least they are aware of it. There might have been a bulletin, TSB, is that what it's called or something? So I'll try to look it up. But if you have been experiencing that weird like slippage when you have the steering wheel fully turned, they say it's normal. So, but hopefully they get this thing fixed today. I'm waiting for my Uber, and we'll continue on. All right, it's Sunday morning. 2 days ago, I took the Model X for service. I did not just get it back, I got it back the same day. But the last 2 days have been really busy. So had to take the boys to their band practice because one plays the guitar, the other plays the drums. Had to repurpose 2 home servers. That's why I don't know if this microphone's gonna, if the microphone's gonna pick up some of my computer fans. But I'm still in the process of getting that straightened out. So hopefully it doesn't pick up too much. And then I've had to go to a couple of gatherings, and there was a handful of people who came up and asked about Teslas, and with the whole price decrease. So now they're even more like not only curious but pretty much ready to pull the trigger because of the price decrease. And so I'm not the type to I don't know, like push people into purchasing, because I really think it's a different commitment. So but it made me think of the video that I'm gonna be doing soon with why you should buy a Tesla. Not why you should buy, but why, like, reasons to buy a Tesla. So I'm gonna have to rewrite some things so that I could also point people in that direction. So that I don't have to keep answering the same way or whatever. I'll just point to it as a reference. But so enough of me rambling. It's Sunday morning and I got the car back late Friday night, and so I wanted to go over a couple of things. I took some notes that I didn't mention in the previous clips that I recorded. And so one of the things I wanted to share while walking around waiting for the Uber at the dealership was, and I've noticed this, but I think now I know what they're for, are these stickers on the front windshield. Like, it has the Tesla logo, like the T, or it has the word Tesla, that logo. So the two different variations of the logo on the windshields of some of the cars. And I believe they're loaners. I didn't ask anyone, but I'm only going by the two loaners that they magically provided for me. Both of them had those stickers, and then I also saw a couple of other vehicles with them while I was just walking around waiting for the Uber. So this particular dealership looks like their loaner fleets are either growing, or at that time when I was there, many people have returned it and they have become available. Now, as far as how to qualify for a loaner, I still don't know what that is, what the policies are, because I always get you know, different answers with that. So that's what I wanted to share. Maybe in your dealership you'll notice that. I believe they're loaners. So if you're asking for a loaner and you feel that your situation, you know, I guess deserves a loaner, you can just walk around the dealership and see if you find those stickers. I don't know if that's the same across all the other dealerships, but that's just something to look into. But who knows, maybe those already been reserved for other customers, but just letting you know. Um, yeah, so the inventory seems to have lessened at that location. I'm gonna put some B-roll up. So it looks like a lot of people are now taking deliveries. People have deferred them to a future date because of the price drops, or, you know, I'm sure it has something to do with the big price drops. So this particular dealership, the lot seems, the parking lot seems to be more spacious, although there's still plenty of cars there, but not like what I saw in previous visits, like in December. Okay, so the next thing, I chatted with the service advisor, and our Model X is, it has the staggered wheel setup, and my Model Y Performance also has the staggered wheel. So staggered wheels means that the size of the front and rear tires are different. The back set tires are wider than the front, so you can't really rotate them like front to back like you usually do. So I'm thinking about doing a video about tires. I'm hesitant because I'm not an expert on it, but I'm gonna do a bit of reading and just share, because it does affect our cars, because both our cars have staggered setup. But anyway, my Model Y is getting close to 10,000 miles, I think, or I know it's more than 6,000 miles. And on the manual online, Tesla suggests to do an alignment at 6,200 miles or something like that. So I believe I'm beyond that now. I don't feel that the car needs alignment, but that's something to think about. Because alignment, I think, is like 250 or 275 at the Tesla dealership. But I brought it up to the service advisor attention, and we just talked about it. I even talked with one of the managers, the tech managers, and pretty much what they say is they don't rotate them, they just align them. So I don't want to go into too much in this video, because like I said, I'm thinking of doing a video just on staggered wheels and tires. But if you want them to take a look, you have to specifically tell them you want for them to check the alignment. Because I've always thought when they do like the tire pressure, I joke about it on the invoices, that part of that inspection is alignment, but it's not. It's specifically just tire pressure, just like what the invoice said. But so if you want them to take a look at the alignment, you have to specifically request for it. From what they told me, it's free. So, you know, but just ask. It's like, hey, if I want you guys to check out my alignment, is that a free service for them to check out? And then depending on which car you have, you know, it determines what the solution is. So basically the refresh Model S, refresh Model X, and Model Y Performance, I believe they all have staggered wheel configuration, where the rear tires are wider than the front tire. Model 3 Performance, I thought had that set up, but it does not. So as of right now, January 2023, no Model 3, what is it? No Model 3 version or no Model 3 trim level have staggered wheel setup, even the Performance. As far as what I've seen, and I've went to the dealerships and talked with other people who have the Performance, all 4 tires come out of the factory as the same size. The only Model Y with staggered wheels is the Performance. All the other trim levels of the Model Y have all the same sizes. As far as Model X and Model S, all trim levels have staggered wheels. Our long range Model X has staggered wheel setup. And then for sure the plaids, X and S plaids have them. And I'm pretty sure the Model S long range also has staggered wheels. I haven't seen a long range Model S because the only ones I've seen on the road are plaids. But I'm pretty sure if the Model X long range has staggered wheels, I'm pretty sure the S long range has staggered wheels. But let me know in the comments if you have a Model S long range refresh. If I'm incorrect, please help us out, help everybody out. Those who are wondering, because I'm wondering also. But I'm pretty sure they're different sizes. And I don't know if I mentioned this in other videos, but whenever I go to the service center and that dealership, my Model X is programmed to raise its suspension. It's pretty cool. So I just wanted to mention it because I thought, I don't know. But it always raises whenever it's there. Okay, so now to the actual invoice we're gonna go over. Job number 1, the usual, check tire pressure. The thing that I always laugh about, but it's good that they do that. And it looks like this time around, I don't remember seeing this in the other invoices, but they also check the thread depth. So our tires are still good. We've only driven our X a couple thousand miles, so we don't drive it as often. So job number 2, clicking noise heard from front of vehicle while driving slow. So this is the one that they rescheduled me from the December service center video and service center visit. If you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. But this one is tech performed test drive. Tech was able to probably confirm customers' concerns. Found multiple noises. Tech replaced left and right front wheel hubs. Performed test drive. Found most noises went away. Tech was able to find another similar noise coming from front end. Tech ordered parts. Will advise customer to come when parts is received. So the correction is they replaced the hub front right hand dual motor. Remove and replace. Oh, I thought they were going to replace both. Oh, they did. Okay, so down below that there is the left hand side. So they remove and replace the hub. The tech manager, service tech manager, explained it. Shout out to him. The experience has greatly improved after meeting him, and now it's like, look, every time I come in, just please be around. So And this time around, he's been very helpful in detailing what's been going on. A lot of this stuff I don't understand because I'm no mechanic, but I appreciate him taking the time. So they replaced the hub part on both sides, right hand and left hand in the front. Parts are on the invoice that I'll be showing on the screen. So then now customer states clunking sounds coming from the rear of the, I didn't really say rear, but yeah. So on the way to the service center, and I don't remember, it's been 2 days, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but coming out of the driveway going to the service center, there was a huge like clunk sound. I mean, not extremely loud, but loud enough. And so I shared with them about it, could not replicate it. And so while they were replacing the hub, the manager had advised the tech service tech person working on the car to double check some things. So again, things are improving with the service center experience, so I'm glad it is. But they proactively kept digging into it and found that one of the bars holding the battery. So when he was explaining this, I was a bit concerned, but he even drew me. Let me put this down. He drew me a little diagram, and I'm gonna try to share it. Man, hopefully the glare on the lights don't mess this up. But I got my little notepad right here. So that's the diagram he showed me. So I'm gonna try to draw it, you know, more bigger, more larger. And I'm gonna try to explain what he explained to me. Okay, so in the Model X, you have the battery. Pretty much the whole bottom of the car is the battery. So he was like, yeah, this is the shape of the battery. It's sort of a rectangle, but kind of comes inwards in the front like this, right? Okay, so this battery has a lot of support bars that pretty much keep it in place. And he was saying that there's like a very long either bar, I can't really remember, with a bunch of screws here. I forgot what sizes they are, but the ones he mentioned that I remember is like 10mm screws and 13mm screws. And I believe there's even larger ones, but those 10 and 13 are just like the support for the support. But anyway, he was just saying there's like a bunch of, you know, welds and screws along the side of the car, right? So this is the back, this is the side, and this is the front, right? So then, let's see, there's like another bar that back here, there's like screws, and then there's welds and screws here. I don't know if there's a bar, but this right here in the front is like a bar metal piece, right? In the front down here. And there's 2 screws keeping it in, I don't know if it's keeping it in place because he said it's pretty secure already. But the one on the driver's side is good. But here on the passenger side, that's where one of the other issues his technician found. And so how he explained it was it may have happened in the factory, and you know how they use those guns to tighten up the screws, and it might have over tightened that screw and stripped the actual like thread, the hole on the bar itself. So the screw remains in place, but it's not like gripped on like on that hole. Man, I really suck at explaining these things. I could explain about programming and computer hardware and software and all that, but when it comes to this, I apologize. But anyway, so that's what they found. They just can't replace the screw because the screw is not the problem. It's the hole in that bar that's the problem. It's the thread inside is worn and cannot be fixed. So they're ordering that. So I have another service appointment in February, which I'll be sharing with you what happens with that one. But anyway, because the screw is you know, not fixed or attached, I guess there's like a sliding movement, and that's part of the clicking noise, which still exists, and that loud clunk, because he was saying you probably notice it when you're driving over speed bumps, or just different bumps. So when I drove out of my driveway, you know, that up curb, and the street, you know, there's a little gap or whatever, or different. Man, I suck at explaining. Anyway, but it was enough difference in height that it created that loud clunk sound. And so that's what he believes is another issue that they have found, because I guess upon other inspections, that was the only thing that stood out. I asked about safety issues, and he said it's not a concern. I mean, it's been like that. He claims it's been like that since we got it back when we took delivery in September. It's just, I don't know why they didn't find it. Now I guess it's because they never really had to inspect that area of the car, but this is not the first time I brought the car for that clicking sound. So I don't know, but regardless, they found another issue, proactively found it, and great. So it's not safety related. I asked if it's gonna affect any seal of the battery. He said the battery is completely sealed. That has nothing to do with the seal of the battery, because we're in the season for rain in Southern California. So I'm just a little concerned, although I don't think we're going to be getting rain anytime soon. But still, I just want that peace of mind. So that is the diagram that I tried to relay more information to you about. If you're hearing clicking noises, so there's 3 things already that they've worked, well, 2 things, and on the third, this is the 3rd thing. If you're hearing clicking noises when you are traveling at low speeds, and or turning the wheel when you're parking or whatever, so there could be torquing of the suspension, which is the first thing that they resolved. There could be hubs that need to be replaced, and now this, the 3rd one, it could be a bar with a loose screw or something. So, but yeah, those noises are not normal. So yeah, based on my experience anyway with our car. But that's pretty much it in this video. Do I have any other notes? I'm not really sure. This video is longer than expected, but I just like to share and talk and ramble. I'm still working on the reasons to buy a Tesla, so keep out for that, be on the lookout for that. Still writing some notes out, and planning for that video hopefully by next weekend. And then that's really about it. Please drop me a comment. Let's have some conversations. It's fun talking with you all. I just want to give a shout out to some of the viewers in Europe, in the UK. I'm excited for you guys because you're finally starting to see deliveries of the Plaid, Model S, and Model X. So some of you have been sending me messages. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. I am curious about one thing. If you haven't taken delivery and you have an active and pending order and you paid more for your Tesla, did Tesla reach out to you and like adjusted the price to the new lower price? I'm just a bit curious. I can't seem to find anyone online who's been affected by it. So drop some comments below. Let's have some conversations. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.